Very good afternoon. I'm Shilpa and I welcome you all to the NCERT Live Interactive program. In yesterday's session, we understood about online interactive storytelling using a tool named Timeline.js. Today, we will understand more tools related to digital storytelling, like a story map and a storyline.js. We have again Mr. Raghavendra Rao, PGP from Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya, Andhra Pradesh, and also an ICT awardee. So today he is the expert for the session. I welcome you, Mr. Rao.
Good afternoon, madam.
Mr. Rao, first of all, please brief the audience about what you had taught us in the yesterday session and what you are going to tell us today.
So yesterday we have just highlighted the tools which are meant for the digital storytelling scenario and how this digital story can be integrated for the teaching learning process. Later, how the interactive digital storytelling tools are available online, which are of open source. And we have selected Night Lab, which is of a kind of platform which is operating for the open source digital storytelling tools. And we have described six different kinds of digital storytelling tools, and we have explored the examples of all those six also. And along with that, we have taken one that is Timeline.js, and it has been completely demonstrated, and we have also developed some kind of stuff to integrate for the teaching learning process. This is what we have done in yesterday's
Session,
workshop.
right?
Yeah.
So what's interesting today we are going to learn, Mr. Rao?
So today we are going to learn regarding how using a map, you can build a story. Okay. And along with that, how a data can be represented in the form of a story. So these are the two main tools which today we wanted to focus. If time permits, I am also allowing one more tool, that is SoundSight, how you can make a text into an audio. That is what. Okay. So that is the thing. So if you just allow me that, I will show you what yesterday we have developed also.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Rao. Meanwhile, I would like to viewers to know that if you have any questions, then you can dial into our toll-free numbers. Numbers are 1800 111 and 1800 simultaneously, you can send your questions on our official email ID, which is ciet.kishoremanch@gmail.com. And also, this session is being streamlined on our YouTube channel. Official YouTube channel is NCERT Official. So you can watch our session there as well. And if you have any query or any suggestion, then you can comment down there. Yes, Mr. Ram.
Yeah, I have already shared.
Huh.
So are you able to see
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah, okay. I can proceed?
Yes.
Yes. So good afternoon to all the viewers. Welcome to the second day of my online story interactive telling tools. So yesterday we have developed some storytelling activities based on Timeline.js. So I want to just showcase one such kind of activity which was developed for my children, which is for the 9th class. They have a concept called as cell, a fundamental unit of life. So in this, they will get a complete scenario of history of discoveries of cell. So here I just made all those things in a chronicle order. So you can just look into that. This is an overview of a cell. I have embedded one video which explains complete phenomenon of all the cells, what are the different kinds of cell organelles and all these things. So once it gives an overview, the child can move to the next one. So that is in 1595, how the discovery of, or what can we say, invention of a compound microscope took place with the available lenses and all these things. So this kind of one by one in a chronicle order, we have just find the scientists' discoveries along with their contribution in the field of cell biology and what they have discovered and how they have discovered. So we have embedded all here the images of the scientists along with the media which is explaining regarding the concept in the form of a video. So this is all what we have seen that we can develop by using a Timeline.js, a complete phenomenon of cell history as well as the cell biological discoveries we have seen. So in the bottom, you can also see that there are a number of scientists' names will be there, and chronicle order will be there. So here you can see the years and all these things. By this, you can the study means the student can learn at his own pace by just looking at all these media resources. So that's why I just say this is one of the very good tool where a teacher can integrate before starting the lesson. And if you give this stress, he will come up with the understanding, and the learning can be more expanded and engaging in the later stages of this particular thing. Now I will switch over to the today's tool. So let me just play the presentation. So this is the presentation what we have just gone through yesterday. So So these are some of the recognitions I have got in the field of ICT yesterday. I just didn't show this particular slide. I just skipped this. So that's why these are some of the things. Now we will move to the rest of the things. Like here, I have introduced. So before I just say that, I have introduced, there are 6 tools here, and we have taken up yesterday one particular tool in this. So today I'm going to take 2 more tools. One is of a storyline map, story map JS we say, another one is storyline JS. These two are the tools which I am going to take today. So first of all, let me just go to the website. So you just type nightlab.northwestern.edu. So nightlab.northwestern.edu. So that is the URL of this particular online interactive tool, storytelling tool. And once you do that, you click on the projects. And if you just come down, you're able to see all 6 available online storytelling tool. So today we will take up one such particular tool, which is in general we considered as story map. So if you click on the story map, basically you will be navigated to that particular tool. Yesterday we have just taken up this thing, but today we will be demonstrating you elaborately. So before that, I am just highlighting some of the tips and tricks before making a particular story map. So here, what I can say, so these are the first one. So your story map should be a very short, it should be. So it is not recommended more than 20 slides. You can make it, but to make an effective story map, it's in general, we require less than 20, that would be a feasible one. And the second thing is, you pick such kind of narratives where they have a good connection with the location in the map. So we are highlighting this tool because so we are tagging the map, means we are integrating the map in the storytelling. Means that your concept should have more background of location, strong location, which can narrate stories. And now in the third, what you need to do is, it will be made in the form of bits, means first location you have to narrate a particular story. In the second location you have to narrate a different story. So that's why for a complete story of a map, you will be making in a small bits and bits, means you are making it small events of a big event. That is what normally. So these are the 3 important steps which normally everybody should know before they just try this particular example. So now we will see first of all an example how it looks when we develop a content in the story map JS. First of all, let me explore what I have made. Oh, see here, you are able to see there are 7 locations I have made in the world map. So means I wanted to explain a virtual through a virtual tool by using this story map JS to the students the 7 wonders of the world. So this is the concept. Means I want to conduct a virtual tour because even most of the people we don't visit all these places, but virtually it is possible with the technology that we can visit all these places virtually and to come to know what are the different things which are there and how these are became one of the most 7 wonders of the world. So this is a title page, and this title page in the left side panel you are able to see all those world maps. So you are able to see all those world map with which are locating different wonders of the world. So this is the map which are, and simultaneously in the right side panel you are able to see the title and explanation regarding the test, and in this text you are able to even hyperlink to the web pages that you can, by clicking on this you can open the related web pages which are explaining regarding the 7 wonders of the world. So here also I have embedded a YouTube video which you get an overall view of all the 7 wonders of the world. Just I'm playing this. Which is explaining regarding all the significant 7 wonders of the world in a order. So which one is first and which. So this is how normally we have to select a particular starting slide, which means it is giving an idea to the student that what we are going to teach him or what kind of virtual tour we are going to navigate him. So next, in the next things, when I move this navigation bar, so you can see that first of all, which one it shows. Simultaneously in the left side panel, you're able to see the movement of that particular location in the world map. You just simultaneously observe. See that we have moved to a Great Wall of China. So it is locating the significance of that particular place in the map, and simultaneously you are able to see on the right side panel what is the history of this Great Wall of China. And if you want to learn more about this, we have been hyperlinked to this. If you click on this, it opens a thing that normally we can see regarding what is the concept which is explaining regarding the Great Wall of China. So this is an external website which is official website regarding the Great Wall of China, which explains the history of all these things. So like this, what we have done, we have made different kinds of things which are integrated in the map along with the media which is explaining about the story of a particular thing. So like this, if you move to the second one, you have been located to another one. So here, like this, what we can say that it is means having a strong connection with the map location and the media which you are explaining to the student. That is how normal. So like this, it is traveling from one continent to another continent when we move the media, all these things. So if you click on here also, you can see all these things. You move this. If you click on here also, it navigates to the stuff which are synced. Means you can operate by both ways. If you click on the map also, you will get the related media, or if you click on the right panel content also, you will be taken to the map. So like this, you can build a complete virtual story which is having a strong narration with the map location by using story map JS. So this is what we have developed to just make you understand the virtual tool regarding the story map JS of new 7 wonders of the world. Hope you have understood this concept. Now we will move to develop how to develop there's such things by using story map JS. That's what we just wanted to see. Now, so let us go to the website. Once again, I'll open
timeline JS, that is not night lab, and click on the story map. So you will be getting this panel. I have already shown the examples and overview tips what you have to oblige before starting a story map. So now I am clicking on make a story map. So this navigates to your Google account. Everybody should log in into the Google account. So I am logging to my Google account. So once you log in, so if you have already have some kind of what we have already developed projects, it shows those projects. So we want to make a new project. So that's why I'm clicking on a new. So you need to give a title. So today we are going to make what are the different national parks which are present in India. So that is a social teacher or a environmental science teacher can make use of this, and they can integrate in the different kinds of biodiversity hotspots of the world. They can explore those areas. Similarly, what are the different kinds of national such kind of parks are there, what they are meant for it. So such kind of a strong location narrative based concept can be explained with national parks of India. I'm just making it. So by clicking on it, so you are able to see this is the panel which is opening here. So I'm just this is the map which is present here. So this is by default in the top, there will be a map. So simultaneously, when we look into the left side, so left side, there is a left panel which is called as a slide panel. So by adding one by one, you can create one slide. Now by default, this is a first slide. And in this regarding this first slide, you're able to see what all the information they have asked. So you can see that here, there is a media regarding. So here is what we can call, this is a media panel. In this, what kind of media you want to upload? Either you want to upload a video, either you want to upload a image, and you will have a credit and caption option regarding, because here what you are going to do is you cannot upload your own video. So directly, you cannot upload your own image directly into it. You need to upload into a platform where it allows you to upload videos and the images like Flickr or otherwise Google Images and YouTube's like this. So there only the link can be pasted here. So you are only pasting the link, not the real video you are uploading here. So this is what we are considering as a media pen. And just move to the right. It is a headline and the text content means regarding what concept you are making a slide. So now we are making a first slide. So before that, I just wanted to give, we have to go for even background options. If you want to make a background color options, you want to make a background image option. So that is either you want to choose a background color, either you want to choose a background image, that can be done with this control background options. And along with that, we can also see the overall options of your JS map JS. This is the option what we have. When you click on it, basically you are able to see the default options which are appear here, that the width is 100%, the height is 80, and you can even change the language here you have in your regional language. And this is the default, that is the fonts which are being given for this. And the first slide will be having a title called as Start Exploring. If you want to change the title of that first slide, you can write the change. You can write the title over here. So that is the thing. And now here the different kinds of maps which are available online, you need to select. The map must be outline map, or otherwise a dark line map, or a colorful attractive map. There are several options are there here. So if I just zoom in, these are the panel which are opening here. So at my best experience, always choose better for OpenStreetMap standard, which is having a standard map. So after selecting that, basically you just close it, so that you can see earlier we have a black and white one. Now you are able to see the map which is of a color one. So this is the, so this is how normally you have to initially set it. Now everything is ready. Start. Now national parks of India. Now here you have given. So now you need to give description. So here I have opened a site which is having a list of all national parks which are available in India in a chronicle order. So you need to just give a crisp of what is a national park, what is the purpose of this national park, why we have established national parks. So in this way, you just how it may helpful. That can be, you can be given in here, and you just paste it here. For your time being, the list of national parks can also be here. If you want to just, from where I have collected the information, if you want to give the resource to this, what you can do is go to that, you copy that URL, come back to the site, and here there is a tag called as, this is the tag for the HP linking. So by just clicking on it, you are able to see one window will be open. You just Control V, you paste that, and you just click on insert link. So if you just click on the insert link, the moment you have inserted, the particular word which is here has been already underlined, and it has been changed its color, saying that this is the hyperlinked text. So where that learner can click on it and he will go through. Now what we need to do is we have to upload a video. So now you have to search for a video. There normally you are able to see. Now I'm searching a video in the YouTube, National Parks of India. I just searching National Parks of India, I got a hit. So now I'm able to see a video which is explaining about the bioreserves as well as the National Parks of India. So you have to go through the various videos or videos which are available, and which if you find it more relevant, then you just click on share. Then you are able to see the URL. Copy the URL. See, after clicking on is share, you are able to see the video, like URL of the video. Copy the URL, then come back to the national parks, and you just paste here. The moment you place, so it loads that particular video which we have been linked or uploaded the URL here. Now you have to give the credits from where you have taken this. So this is the title of the video. My credit you have to give this, the person. So you have to paste it here, and simultaneously also you have to paste the title of Control C and get back to the main panel, and you paste it. This is the Control V. By pasting that, what we have done, see, we have made available all the information regarding the media here. So if I want to upload an image rather than video, then you have to opt this, and similarly you search a video. Means, so in the next option we will search for one particular image, how to upload image, then we will just do it. So this is, the title is over now. Now soon after completion of this, what you have to do is, you just want to see a look, click on preview. So when you just click on preview, you are able to see the title page. Here we have not tagged any kind of map here because we have not yet as located a particular national park in India. We have only made a title. Now in the next step, what you have to do, you have to select a particular national park. So now you are making a first slide. After the title, you are making a first slide. By just for that, what you need to do is you have to click the plus. It gives you a slide. That is slide number 1. So the moment you title here, the headline, it will give you the title over there automatically. You need not title the headline. The headline, what you are typing itself, it gives. Now we will take one particular thing, that is Corbett National Park is there. We are going to copy this, and we just wanted to pay as a head. this is Jim Corbett National Park, which is located in Uttarakhand. So here you need to give some information regarding that. And you can also give a little bit explanation regarding the introduction regarding the Corbett National Park. Now, we don't know in this, what we can say, the map Jim Corbett National Park is exactly located or not, because this is the internationally made map by this Knight Laboratory. It is still in research only. That's why what we need means we cannot locate exactly the Corbett National Park. What we can give a sense that it is located in Uttarakhand. That Uttarakhand, or otherwise the Dehradun, or otherwise the title of the state or the headquarter of that state, we can search with this and to locate that location. Now we will see Uttarakhand. See, Uttaranchal is there here. That is in India. So if you just click on it, so it links that particular map coordinates with the slide which you are making. So it has taken a coordinate in the map as a Uttarakhand. Now the Jim Corbett National Park, when you click, it takes you to Uttarakhand in the India. So now you need to put a media regarding this. Now we will try an image. So as in the first slide we have, means in the earlier title slide, we have seen a kind of what we can say that a media insertion of video. Now we will try up with a image. So I'm just Jim Corbett National Park image. We are just go to images. So try a. This is quite natural. This is the thing which is there in the Jim Corbett National Park.in. This is the official site. Click on it. It opens this. So click on it. So right click. So basically it is not giving the image coordinates. So it is taking to different, but what we need to do is we have to select an image saying that take it from Wikipedia. This is the tiger which is taken picture from a Jim Corbett. So click on it, and now once again you click on it, because this is the URL is not the actual address of this. So you right click on it, you will get a menu. Here you are able to see so there are addresses like open image in a new tab, save image as it, copy image, and copy image address. So this we require. So you just copy the image address and you just come back to this. Here you paste. So the moment you have pasted, you are able to see the image. Or otherwise directly you can upload image, but the thing is that when you ask the upload image, you should be able to see that it should be either saved in the drive or otherwise saved in a Dropbox. So these are the two options which normally it gives you when you ask. So in this way you can upload an image link by clicking on it, by taking from the web addresses of an image and send. So you need to give the credit, that is Wikipedia, and you give tiger in Corbett Park. So this is the title, and this is one what we have given for this. So now we have made a second, means that is the first slide. Soon after that, what you need to do is you click on save here. So you're able to see a button save here on the top. You click on it. So your one is saved. So now what you need to do, you just recheck whether it is how it looks from the starting. So now this is what you have made here. So now you can see the coordinate which is explaining the Jim Corbett National Park. This is the indication in the map. So if you just go to the first slide, that is title slide, from there you're going to this. Now we will make one more thing so that it can link one more thing. So here, I'm just navigating to another park. So Khajirango National, Kanha National Park, Madhya Pradesh. So I'm copying it. So I'm pasting here, and it should be located in Madhya Pradesh, India. So I'm just linking this with the coordinate, and now I need to find out an image regarding Kanha National Park. So I'm pasting image. So you are able to see different kinds of images of Kanha National Park. So click it, go to here, click on it, right click, copy the image, come back to the main panel, paste it here, give Wikipedia credit, and give a caption. So like this, you can paste a caption. Now you need to give a description, blah, 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 and again you save it. So now we go back to the preview. So this is the, go back to starting. So now this is the India map you are able to see. This is the title. Now I'm just navigating. So it has taken to Dehradun, that is Kharbek Park. And now it has taken to Madhya Pradesh. So like this, you are locating your map, and you are sidely the media regarding that you are explaining the story of different kinds of national parks with the help of a map location here. This is a social science teachers, environment science teachers, and you can explore different ideas with other subjects also, where normally there is a strong location with the map. So after completion of this, go to share. Now it is publishing it. So this is the a key which has been made. You just give National Parks of India. This is the title, and you just copy this, and now you can paste in a browser, and you can see what you have developed in a browser. So now we have seen in the browser, we have come out from the panel, and now we are viewing in the browser. So this is the title. So the media is working. So now, so this is the how this has been tagged to the Uttarakhand Uttaranchal Gym National. Now this is a MP, it has been taken to that. So in this way, you have been connecting all the things. So like this, we can develop story map JS. This is all the way how the story map can be developed.
Okay.
Now we will move to the other tool, which is called a kind of data storytelling, that is called story map, storyline JS2. So all these
Mr.
things
Rao,
are,
before you hop on Storyline JS, we have
Yeah,
got
yeah.
few questions regarding this story map. I think
Okay.
we should answer them first.
Okay, definitely.
Questions had been asked by Mr. Chintamala and Chandrima Sheel. They both
Okay.
are saying, what about the credit given? Is that sufficient to deal with the copyright issues?
Yes, yes, because we are not directly using their things. So there, because already the copyrights and such things have been in contact with these people, with the providers. So there will be though no issue, because these people, they are working on it, and they have taken the prior permission from all those sources which have been used. So there are given some constraints that these are the things only, these are the sites from which you have to paste the links of the videos and the images. So that's why if you paste the link from that, there won't be any problem. Even then, when you paste any video link or otherwise any image link from the source, there won't be any issue of copyrights, because we are not directly, and even we are mentioning the credits also. So that's why there won't be any much issue regarding, and we are not using it for the commercial purpose, we are using for the educational purpose. So there won't be any issue.
Right. I'll take up quickly another question has been asked by Mr. Harminder Suri. And
Okay.
he's asking how StoryMap.js is different from Timeline.js.
So timeline JS, you are making it in a chronicle order. So where there is a strong chronicle order concept is there, that you can just do it with
Hmm.
that. So it is not as so. I will give one example in this. Suppose you have taken a Mughal Empire. So this using the story map JNS, you can explain very uh, concretely, constructively, that how the emperors have expanded their dynasty with this particular thing. Means first they how they have occupied Delhi, from there how they have occupied other regions. So that can be done, because so this expansion of dynasties and all these things can be done with this. Similarly, there is nothing you can explain by taking a national parks in the timeline. There is
Hmm.
no concept of chronology, but the national parks which are located in the world and the India, that you can explain by better by taking an example of this storyline, means a map story,
Okay.
rather than the history. So that discrimination will be there. The small discrimination will be there. There are something which can be explained by both the things.
Hmm. Related to StoryMap, I'll take one last question. It has been asked by Mr. Nimesh, and he's asking what's the use of location embedded in this StoryMap?
Because
Whereas in the other tool, we are also writing location and we are getting the information as well. So what's the difference?
so you are simultaneously, because in the same media you are not able to showcase both the things. So there is no such tool which gives you the right side the information and the left side the map. There is no such tool. I have explored all the tools. So once you in some cases are there where normally map is only working, in some cases only media is working. So
Huh.
this is an amalgam of both map as well as the media, and you can very clearly navigate the map locations with the navigations of your media locations. That is what
Okay.
both are correlated simultaneously. Both are helpful for this child, that he can very clearly map point the particular thing when there is a map point.
So Mr. Rao, you can just now hop on another tool.
Yes, thank you. So we'll go for another tool, which is a very small tool, but it is a very effective tool for the most of the economics teachers, geography teachers, or otherwise people who are dealing with the data. So that I can say that people who are dealing with the data, so this is a good tool. So that is what we generally consider it as a storyline, because for the time being you can make a dynamic story with the data. So here there is an example yesterday also I have given. Here they are beginning how the per capita means of the US employee will be there in year wise decreasing. So here you are able to see the coordinates which are automatically connected with a year as well as the title and the information regarding that particular data. So you may be developing a chart, or you may be developing by using Excel or sheets with the help of Google, able to build a graph. So most of the graphs are maybe a static, but they don't have a kind of dynamism. So in this, so you will be having a data which is a static, and to that you can just connect a dynamic information, so that normally it becomes a little bit entertainment one rather than a static data analysis. So you can means the economics teacher can give a whole information of the variation of the Sensex in along of 5 years or 3 years, how the Sensex is speculation. So speculation in different months of the census, we can say the budget, we can say that. So like this, different examples which can be taken, which are having a strong data. Now we can analyze the spread of COVID-19 in different countries with the number of active cases and number of discharge cases, number of death cases. They can be taken as some of the examples, and you can narrate a storyline and you can explain it. Similarly, you can take a previous calamities which are happening through tsunami or otherwise earthquakes, and how many earthquakes have come along with that, and what are the death cases, what are the losses which have been, that can be presented in the form of a line graph, and from there normally you can narrate a story. So that is the introductory part of this. Now I'll just look into that. Here you're able to see you will be having some constraints here. Storyline is presently, it takes only 800 data inputs. So it has been very clearly mentioned. So what you can see that you are able to see the tips, the things you have to know before you start. So these are the things, three things we have to keep in mind. This you can exempt, this is for the mobile version. So the first thing and the second thing will be for the web version. So there should be, x-axis will be always date or year, that is the thing. In the y-axis you will put your data. That's what you want to showcase in year, what is the income or what is the Sensex on such particular date or particular year, all these things. And along with that, you can see what are the other texts and what are the other information you want to give. So let us move to a example to work on it. So here also having step 1, step 2 and step 3, and next you have to publish it. So we will go to the step 1, like timeline.js, we need to access first the Google Sheet here. So you click on the Google Sheet. Here, the difference between the Google Sheet which we see in the timeline.js and the Google Sheet which we are going to see is, this is a blank sheet. There won't be any template here. Earlier in the timeline.js, we have seen there is a template which is already given. There you have to copy and paste in the information regarding the timeline. But here it is very clear that it is not a template. It is a new one. So you just title it demo storyline. Now here you need to give first headers. You have to give the columns title. So so first of all you give year. This is in the x-axis. So now the second one, what you are going to give, temperature variation, annual temperature variation in degree. So that is what the title I have given here. So now here what you want to give is title, and here the text. Now I am just roughly I am giving you how the annual temperature has been increased when you are dealing with the climatic change. You are coming with an analysis or a data with a situation where you are having so many data. So since 1818 I have seen in the 1818 the annual temperature is 13.34. So this is 1880 annual temperature. So I am just giving only a sentence here, order. So people who are having a bit information, they can put in information here regarding that date. Now when we see in 1890, it has been gone up to 13.75. Now the same thing you can give. This is 1890. And this is the annual temperature. Okay. Now you can see in 1900, now it is 13.83. So if we, like 1900 annual temperature. Now if you just look into the 1990 I am giving, so it has been gone to 15.61. So these are the dates which are exact dates only. So here there is, I think, comma is pasted here. So this is fully stop. Now this is 1990 scenario, and this is the annual rainfall. Now we have 4 quadrants here, means we are giving a year, annual temperature in degrees, title of that particular thing, and the information in the form of text. Now what you need to do is here, so again similarly like timeline.js, go to file, come down, click on the publish to web. Now, once you have been given published to web, so I have not, don't want to publish entire document because I have made this data in sheet one. I am going to publish it. So I am clicking on publish. The moment you click, it asks OK. Now it has been published. Now the copy the your link which is there in the address bar, Control C, and now go back to the storyline panel. Here, come to the third line. So here there is a configuration of your storyline, and here you have to paste the URL. I'm just pasting my URL, and soon after pasting, you click on load. Here, you need to give some information because what you have loaded, that information has to be known to this sheet. So the storyline. So now in the time, what time you have given. So that is when you have given a year or you have given a complete date and time of the year, all these things you need to select. First of all, select, this is the title of your data, year is there. How you have written the year in this. So you have written only the year like this. So I'm just giving the information to this. Now after that, so if you have given different kinds of years and date and all a month, you can select that. But I have given like this one. Now come down to the next. Here, after that, annual temperature variation in degrees. So that is what, this is the title which you are going to in the y-axis. So I have given the second column as the annual temperature variation in degrees. The same will be also as labeled in the y-axis. Now come back to the third column. In this third column, what you are giving information, you just come back. This is the title you have given. Title is nothing but text. You accept it as a text. So you have once again, you should, the spreadsheet head means year is like this, 2017, you click on it. Now once you have given these coordinates and click on storyline. So once it has been clicked on, it is developing a storyline. Now you can able to see, so the 4 data which you have given. So this is the title and this is the text you have given for the first data. Click on the second data. So related title and text will be there. And this is the next one, what we can see. So when we just make that, the related box will be visible here. If you click on the 1990. So this is how normally a line graph is being dynamized and with a data, so that people will get a kind of interest to go through this in this page. Now you have been displayed the link here. So this is the link. By copying this, you open a new browser tab and copy and paste, and you can see in the browser your data. So this is how we have just made our storyline JS in the form of a interactive data. So in this y-axis, we have seen the different temperatures of annual, and it has been labeled like this. And the y-axis, we have given the years. So with that, normally we have developed a data in it. So this is how normally we can develop a storyline JS, which is having a strong concept based on the data analysis. So this is what I just wanted to inform you regarding Story.js. If you don't have much questions, we can move to another small tool, madam. If you have more questions, then we can go for it. Otherwise, anyway, we have 10 minutes time only. It depends on you.
I'll quickly ask 2 questions.
Okay.
Which has been asked by viewers. Can we integrate these several tools like Timeline.js with this Storyline.js?
Means within the same tool, you want to integrate other tools.
Yes.
So this cannot be integrated because all these are storytelling tools. They are made for different purposes. So individually, you cannot integrate, but you can integrate definitely by just posting or embedding these links in your blog or website side by side. So that is how normally you can explore the things for your students.
Okay. Another question is Google Spreadsheet for Storyline, you said.
Yes.
Doesn't have the template.
Yes, but that's why I
then
said.
How to decide what all things to include? Like
So
in the
that is
timeline, yes, we had the option of the templates, but not in this.
no, the thing when we just look into the example, what they have given here in this tutorial, they have given very clearly that so the year, there should be an year and there
Huh.
should be your data. These are the two data which are in X and Y.
Huh.
Presently, this timeline storyline JS is only helping to make a single line. You cannot make a multiple graphs. So
Okay.
only single graph can be developed. So that's why for this purpose, they have very clearly given that your text will be your sheet should have these four coordinates: year and your data, title of that particular thing, and text related to that. These are the four things which are allowed. So in this
Okay.
order, if you develop meets your Google sheet, and that will be taken. Otherwise,
Okay.
it shows error. This is the way normally we can see.
Okay. Mr. Rao, now you have 9 minutes. So you had wanted to explain another tool?
Yes, yes. Just I will take just 5 minutes
Yeah, sure.
to explain that. So we will move to another tool which is in general considered as a tool which is very, very important for the language teachers. That's why I just wanted to. So this is a tool where your text can be embedded with a audio. Yesterday I have given what my suggestion is here. You can experience the child with your imagination. So what that particular sentence makes you, so with that you can make an audio and you can copy the audio and you can integrate in it. So this is how normally a crowd was very large, means has been given with a kind of a, so here they have been given a very such kind of crowd like experience. Here for the child purpose, for the pronunciation purpose, the English teacher make some pronunciation that what we can call phonetics. So words where by clicking on that word, so it gives you an audio narration of how that word can be spelled. So phonetics can be integrated in a text by using this sound side. So I will give one more example, like I'll see whether I have been integrated in my blog or what. Okay. This is okay, it was not I have not pasted here. So in this way, what you need to is you have to develop a sound line tool. Now just we'll see quickly how this can be made. First of all, you need to paste your URL here. That is audio URL. So prior to that, you need to have that audio URL here so that normally you can embed. So now I'm just searching you have to search a platform where the audio has been stored. So SoundCloud is such a SoundCloud is such an audio platform where normally you can have different kinds of sounds. So you need to sign into the account, and I'm continuing with my Google account. So with this, so we have moved to a SoundCloud account. So now we have my own things which I have made, uploaded some things. I just click on it. So this is the speech which has been given by the Prime Minister of India during the lockdown. So now you need to get. So here we have a sound clip. So this sound clip we just wanted to integrate in a text. like I am pasting here and click load. So that audio tool is load. So now what is this? This is the starting time, this is the ending time. And now here you have to write a text to which you need to integrate PM speech. So create a clip. So like this, once you created clip, you will be getting a link. So these links you need to post it in your website where they are having a text which is having a PM speech. So when there is a PM speech text, if you click on it, basically it gives you the speech of the PM. That is how normally. So, but I could not elaborately explain this, but because the constraint of a time, so that's why. So I will just explain it when I get any chance in the next time. Thank you, Shilpa.
Sure, Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao, related to SoundSight, I'll ask you one question has been asked by several viewers. In SoundSight tool, we can use audio.
Yes.
So that that could be of any language, the audio.
Any language. It is in the form of a MP3 or wave. So any language sound can be integrated. But what you need to is, first of all, you need to upload your sound into a sound platform like SoundCloud. So there are several platforms are there where you can upload your podcast, your musics, and your song, means audio narrations. From there, you need to copy and paste the link. So then you will be able to see. So that is how I have pasted the thing here.
Okay. And this question has been asked by several viewers too. You have explained so many tools for digital storytelling. How to decide when to, which one to use at what time?
So it is, yesterday also I just explained the same answer to the question, that it is up to the child and student imagination. That is the thing. So how best you can integrate in your teaching, that you know better. You are the judge, you are the master of your topic and your concept. So where these tools can be fit, rightly you know. So that's why I just explained that I can use, because I can use this data regarding when I am explaining regarding malaria. When there is a topic on malaria parasite and malaria disease, I will just give you the data of first attack of malaria, means in the 19th century. So first, second, third, fourth, we have six different times of attack of malaria in India. So that I will give you all those data when I am speaking with the malarial disease to the child with a storyline. So similarly, I can see where are the prone locations where the malarial parasite disease is more in India rather than other areas. I can use the story map JS in this way. So you have to imagine, you have to come up with the creativity so that how this tool can integrate it, because it's a very interesting tool for the learning.
Right. I'll take up one last question, Mr. Rao. Has been asked by Mr. Motilal Sahu, and he is asking, is there any system in these tools to use in multi-class teaching? Multi-class teaching.
So there is no such things. It cannot be done with that.
Okay. So today we very well understood about digital storytelling tools like StoryMap and Storyline.js, also SoundSight. Thank you, Mr. Rao, for imparting wonderful information to our viewers.
Again, I am just thanking the CIET NCERT technical and non-technical team for giving me this opportunity to deliver the online story interactive tools. JS. Thank you very much.
And with this, I am Shilpa signing off. Till then, take care and keep watching Kishore Manch.